Welcome into Brian's Moments this week. I was thinking about quarterbacks because that's one of the things that's a primary focus here in the fall at TCU and Sonny Dykes' first team. The battle at quarterback. You got Chandler Morris, you got Max Duggan going at it. Who's going to be the starter? All of that seems to work out in the end, doesn't it? I was thinking back to the quarterbacks that we've had just in the last 2 decades. Patrick Bateau somehow emerged back in 1998 and led this team to the Sun Bowl. Casey Prenters followed him. Sean Stilley, of course, was the guy that won the Colorado State game in the Liberty Bowl. These are great men now who've gone on to be great husbands and fathers as well. I think back to Ty Gunn, who was maybe the most talented quarterback that TCU had who just had to fight through injury after injury and unlucky, but led the Frogs to that win at Oklahoma that everyone still talks about. The Jeff Ballard, who ends up being, 19-2 as a starter. Wasn't a great practice player. I'll tell you, he wasn't gifted with a lot of talent, but the one thing Jeff Ballard did was that he won, and he won every time he stepped out on the field, essentially. Andy Dalton was right behind him. Remember Andy? Obviously you do. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer now at TCU, now with the New Orleans Saints. Andy really kind of set the tone for quarterbacks here in Fort Worth. I'm leaving guys out. You could go back to the Brandon Hassels of the world. Obviously, Brandon's another guy who, with a young family, who's done terrifically well here at TCU. And now you work your way up to this battle that we're going through right now between these two. And it's going to be interesting to see who emerges. There's a lot of advice that they could take from the Casey Pahas in the world, from the Trevon Boykins of the world, who had to battle through issues as well. But these two, it's going to battle out on the field, Chandler Morris and Max Duggan. Either way, the Horned Frogs are going to be in pretty good hands. Just my thoughts, Ethan.